you might be missing out on up to 11 extra car configurations. They're in the game, they are free, but you need to do something to get access to them. Now, of course, some of you might have guessed already, these are all builder cars, so they are cars that you would need to come into here, the builder mode, and they are restricted to the Junior WRC, the WRC 2/Rally 2 class, and the WRC class. The WRC class has 2 extra cars available. The WRC 2 class has 2 extra cars available. And the Junior WRC class is the winning class in terms of extra cars. There are 7 extra cars available in Junior WRC. The cars are available across any of the championship, the clubs, the quick play, and the time trial modes. I don't know anything about career. You might be able to have access to these cars in career mode. They might be available to buy. I haven't touched career mode, and I don't have any intention to spend time in career mode. I'm sure it's fun for a lot of people, but for myself, I'll be spending all of my time pretty much in clubs, in time trials, and in quick play when I want to test something. So let's have a quick look. Let me show you what cars are available, and we'll go over to the Junior WRC. I haven't painted any of my cars, but just for illustrative purposes, you can see all of my Junior WRC cars here. We get to the number 7 in terms of extra cars available because there are 4 engine options, 4 different types of engines in the class, and 2 engine positions. The engine can be mid-mounted, such as we see here. This is a 1.5 turbo mid. I believe we can see the stats over on the right. It's a 1.5 liter 3-cylinder turbo mid-mounted. We have a 2 liter 4-cylinder mid-mounted, a 1 liter turbo 3-cylinder mid-mounted, and a 1.6 liter naturally aspirated mid-mounted. They all have identical horsepower. You can also have a front engine with the same engine configurations. We have my 1.6 liter naturally aspirated front engine, the 1 liter turbo 3-cylinder front engine, the 2 liter 4-cylinder naturally aspirated front engine, and the real life car that comes in this class is a 1.5 liter 3-cylinder turbo. So there is a power difference. So that is what you sacrifice by taking the builder cars. However, the weight is identical. You sacrifice 25 horsepower in this case. However, it is just something interesting. These cars all drive a little bit differently. They sound a little bit different. And it's just nice to have the extra content. Let's have a look at some other classes. We'll have a look at the WRC2 cars. So WRC2, there are plenty of cars available already. It's not like the Junior WRC that only gives you 1 car out of a gate. And they all pretty much have a 1.6 liter turbocharged engine. They're all pretty much the same. And in terms of the engines that we have access to in the builder car functionality, it is the same. We have the 1.6 turbo. We have a 290 horsepower version of it, however, which is more than the Citroen C3 has at 282 horsepower. in the WRC2 and the WRC1 class, we can have rear-engine cars, which certainly makes an interesting driving experience. I'm quite addicted to rear-engine cars myself. So you can have a rear-engine car, you can have a mid-engine car, you can also build, if you really want, you can build a front-engined car with this engine. But for my money, you already have that configuration represented in the real-life cars. They're all 1.6 turbo. I mean, if we go straight to the Fiesta Rally 2, it would be identical to what you could build. So for me, there's no point in building an extra builder car, but you might like to have your own design. But you see the i20N, 290 horsepower, 1600cc, 4-cylinder, 1230 kilos. So you sort of don't really gain too much if you were to do a builder car with a front engine configuration. And there are some other cars, real life cars, that have slightly different horsepower outputs, but they all meet that 1230 kilograms. Oh, actually, the Fabia Rally 2 Evo has 20cc more for some reason. And 3 horsepower less. And finally, the top spec WRC cars, the Rally 1 cars. Again, I've built a rear-engined and a mid-engined version. Identical weights, 1260 kilograms, 1600cc engine, 514 horsepower in total. That would be the internal combustion engine plus the hybrid. And it is identical to the front engine counterparts in the real life cars, the Puma, i20N, and the GR. So I didn't see any point in doing a builder car. You can also access the builder car option here immediately, or you can do it from the main menu. So as you see, we'll do a Rally 1 car. You can have a front engine, a mid engine, and a rear engine, and we'll quickly go through the process of building one of these cars. So you can see, you don't need to worry about the the total build cost if you're just building these for quick play, for clubs, and for the championship. You only need to worry about this cost if you're playing the career. I say, why not build a batch of these cars for your use in those modes? So I play primarily in the club mode. That is why I like having all of these cars available to me. We'll build a front-engined version. If you're doing this for clubs, for time trials, for the quick championships, I would just pick the highest part quality and new. In this case, in the Rally 1, you have multiple engine options here. Take your pick, as long as you see the part quality and the condition and custom tuning. The main thing you want to do is unlock that custom tuning and have the highest part quality possible. You want to do this because the real life cars that get presented to you would be at this level anyway. So you're not taking any advantages here. So do the same, cycle through every option and just pick the top spec. And these are all the gameplay affecting parts, so you confirm that. From here, it's just up to you about the style. I normally just hit randomize. Yeah. This has no impact on gameplay. It's just up to you. Again, I'll hit randomize. If you want to spend the time customizing this, go right ahead. And before you confirm the build, just go through all of the performance impacting parts. Make sure that the quality is very high, the condition is new, and that you see tuning full. You don't see tuning none. And confirm the build. What I'd recommend, you can see I've got my previously created cars in the list here. And typically what I would recommend is you use this kind of naming convention. So the vehicle brand, I would put the car class in the vehicle brand. And the vehicle model, I describe the engine placement and the engine type. I call it a TH for turbo hybrid. You sort of don't need to describe the engine type with WRC1 because they all have the same engine. But certainly at least put the engine placement. And that's my new car. That's a car that we just built there. So I'd say this one here is the optional one. I'll probably even just go back and delete this later. Future Rain here, voicing over some footage from my Twitch stream. The last few minutes of the original recording became corrupted, but the main point had been conveyed in the footage that survived. There are at least 11 extra car configurations waiting for you that will be meaningfully different to what the game provides to you out of a box. It will take a few minutes to build all 11 cars, but once you have built a couple, each extra car takes about 2 to 3 minutes to do, and I feel it is highly worthwhile so that you ensure that you are not missing out on any of the driving experience that the game has to offer. Thank you for watching. You can catch me live on Twitch with the same username and also on the Barrel Rollers Discord. All links to these will be in the description. Drop your questions in the comments here or on Twitch or Discord. If you found this video useful at all and would like to encourage me to make more content here, I would appreciate feedback, liking the video, and subscribing to the channel. Thank you kindly for watching. Until next time.